the 80s, Hawthorn against Essendon, in replay from VFL Park in the second semi-final. The Hawks are in their 8th final series in a row and are aiming at their 7th successive grand final, with their ultimate target back-to-back flags for the first time. The Bombers and Hawks have won 5 of the last 6 premierships between them, and Essendon improved this year's chances with their 76-point victory in last week's qualifying final.
And a very good evening, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Night Replay, and in fact a big night of football on 7, because immediately after the replay we look at the VFL in the electrifying 80s. But first to this afternoon showdown, the second semi-final. Essendon, big winners last week. Hawthorn back into the fray after a week's rest. And if Geelong lacked finals experience last week, Hawthorn certainly doesn't. Collectively, the Hawks have played in 239 finals games. And Captain Michael Tuck was today making his 34th appearance in September. The Essendon side, on the other hand, has 108 finals games to its credit. The Bombers started today's game with Wallace and Plain on the bench, giving former Saint Andrew Manning his first taste of finals football. Let's now join Drew Morfitt, Peter McKenna and Bernie Quinlan for the opening bounce of the first quarter.
Umpire Ian Clayton gets the 1989 second semi-final underway. Deere goes up and wins clean possession. Platten first after the ball. Williams all over him. And the umpire very quick on the scene, and we'll get a ball up.
And Williams has got the job on Johnny Platten. He's tagging him.
Michael Long being picked up by Peter Schwab.
O'Donnell's picking up Michael Tuck.
Dermot Brereton skirted right around that ball up. He got to the wrong side of it. Of course, it was at this ground against this opponent last year that he ran through the Essendon three-quarter time huddle. Greg Anderson's kick up to half-forward, fumbled by Collins. Down goes Antrobus, picked up by Vanderhaar, who kicked the first 2 last week for the Bombers. This one dropped short. Salmon! And Salmon kicks the goal!
Well, that's an amazing start. Essendon started this way last week. We're not a minute into the game and already Essendon have their first goal on the board. And it's very important in these games for the side to win that ball out of the centre, which Essendon did so very well last week. And they started again in the same vein. There's Paul Vanderhaar, who played a tremendous game last week. Langford didn't really attack the ball there and allowed Salmon to chip in, put his arm out, and then soccer that ball off the ground.
Great start by the Bombers. Platten in after it, pushed in the back. Umpire calls play on. Hand pass comes out to McGuinness. Scott McGuinness towards half forward for the Hawks. It's out wide towards the boundary line. Watson leads in the race, but the ball beats him over the line. Alan Jeans, the team manager John Hook in front. Absolutely perfect conditions here. Deere with a big job against Madden. No one gets a decisive hit out. This is Mark Thompson out of defence going wide, but Andrew Collins is there. He had a fumble early, which ultimately resulted in an Essendon goal, but that time a sure effort towards centre wing. This is Condon. Good play by Anthony Condon as he chips away and he goes wide. He's looking out there for Dunstall and Anderson, and he's found Dean Anderson for the Hawks at half-forward flank. He is 50 metres out. Players going back. Brereton waiting at the back of the pack. He's doing some pushing and shoving. It hits the deck. In after it is Walsh. He loses it. Chance for Greg Deere. A hand pass to Anderson. Anderson on the right foot. Oh, great goal.
And that's just the type of start we expected from this match. And I'm sure that Essendon, having kicked the first goal,